So I bought this Mario Brothers side art because I have a Donkey Kong conversion cabinet that I've put a Mario Brothers into. So I have a Donkey Kong conversion cabinet, I put a Mario Brothers in it. What I wanted to do was get a removable side art, what I thought would be like Fathead, so that I could put side art on and then eventually easily convert it back to a Donkey Kong if I wanted. So there's no reason to put a sticker on it, because then I'm going to have to use a heat gun to get it off. It can make a mess. This leaves it more versatile. So I got this from GameOnGrafx. It's a removable side art. And it was great. Now I naively thought, hey, I can put it on over the bolts because it's removable. I can pull it off, I can put it on. It's not that removable. And so when I put it over the bolts, what happened was that it bubbled up, and then when it bubbled up, I tried to put it on, and I tried to smooth it, and eventually what happened is the bubbles moved all the way to the side, and I kept trying to smooth it, and the bubbles just got worse and worse, and then I peeled it and put it on, peeled it and put it on, peeled it and put it on. Eventually it wouldn't stick. It's not the fault of the side art. The side art is actually quite nicely done. And the sticker is nice. You should think of the side art as you can put it on and remove it. You shouldn't think of it, I can put it on, then reposition it, and take it off, and store it, and put on another cab. It's really so you can put it on once and you put it on once and then take it off. You can't remove it. So what I had to do is buy a new side art. I'm going to put it back on, and I'll put it on an update. So there's a couple of lessons. One, the removable side art is great if you have a cab you don't want to commit to, because you may remove the side art later. It's not side art to put on, put off, put on, put off. It doesn't do well because eventually it starts to stretch, and then what happens is your fingerprints and things or whatever, even if you have clean hands, eventually you see here even that the dirt picks up on it, even if you clean the cabinet, and eventually it's not going to stick. The other thing is you got to put it on the bolts underneath it. I tried to put the bolts over it at first. The bubbles would bubble. Then I'd push the bubble, and I'd move the bubble, and eventually it just got worse. And even if I wanted to leave the bubble, that stretch in the side art caused a wrinkling effect that migrates to some part. I mean, you might be able to smooth it out in some areas, like I did here, but eventually it just gets bad. So then what I did is I ended up pulling the bolts out, putting them back on top. It just didn't work. I ended up making a mess, so I just bought new side art. So this is going to be a waste. I think I'll be able to cut it up and use it, but I had this happen on both sides. So, cool idea. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to try again, and I'll have an update. All right.